Oh, to be a dog, huh? Tomorrow I'm doing my heavy rigid test, and I'm looking forward to that. I don't really anticipate any problems. I mean, I drive a troop carrier anyway, so I'm quite used to heavy vehicles with manual transmissions. Despite Transport telling me initially that you have to drive a manual truck to get a manual truck license, that's actually not the case. You can get a manual truck license if you've got a manual car license, so you can drive an automatic truck and still get your manual HR license. So as with a lot of government departments, you can ask the same question and get two different answers. So I'll keep you posted on how I go with the license. But meantime, what I want to do is, I mentioned a month ago when I first put up the first video about charging the batteries, and it's been a month, so I think we might go and check them again. So let's go and open up the bus, and we'll see what the state of the batteries is. Here's the battery hatch. It's just two thumb screws, which are here and here. Take these out. Pull the hatch forward a little and it'll lift right off. My advice with anything that you take out, such as these thumb screws, put them back where they came from. That way then you're not likely to either drop or lose them. The electrical system in a Rosa is a 24 volt system, and if you have a look in here you'll see there's two batteries. Two 12 volt batteries are connected, so we've got to disconnect the two batteries because I only have a 12 volt charger, and I can disconnect the batteries and charge each one individually. The cable connecting them is this one here, and we just undo them by undoing this clamp at this end. It's a 10mm nut, or at least it is on this. I can't guarantee it's going to be the same on every bus. Once they're disconnected, that is. Once they're disconnected, we can then check the voltage at them, which should give me a reading around about 12.4567, something like that. But of course it has been sitting for a month, so let's see what it is. We'll call this one here battery 1, I suppose, because it's nearest the side of the bus. So you can see we've got 12.34 volts on battery 1. And pretty well exactly the same on the others, 12.37 it looks like. So let's get the charger hooked up. If you're not sure which is the positive and negative poles, you can use your multimeter, for example, on that, and I don't know whether you can see that multimeter from there, but let me show you. If I put the terminal, put this on like so, I get a negative reading, which means I've got the probes on the wrong terminals. It doesn't really matter as far as the voltmeter is concerned, but it makes a bit of a difference when it comes to the charger. Now if I just switch this, you'll see that now I've got a positive reading, 12.33. So I know that the positive terminal is this one here towards the front of the bus. So that's how I'll hook up my charger. Negative on that side, positive on that side, and in this case I'll just select the normal battery, and I'll just let this, because these are an intelligent charger, I'll just let this top it up, and we'll come back and check. At the moment it's showing, but it cycles through, of course, showing here the battery to be partially discharged, so we'll leave it on overnight. Any of you who are making videos will be aware of this, and that is that you create a lot of data. And I was a bit surprised, I bought a USB stick and thought I'll just chuck all of the files on there, and after making 4 videos it's full. So I went out and got myself one of these, which is a external hard drive. Anyway, let's get on to unboxing the Seagate One Touch 5 terabyte external hard drive. I owe you an apology. I've made 4 videos now, this is the 5th, and I don't think I've ever actually introduced myself. So my name's Alan, and I'm converting a Mitsubishi Rosa bus. Each time we make one of these videos, and as I said, this is actually the 5th, we hope that we're getting a little bit better in making them. The first one was probably abysmal. The second one, one step up from abysmal, and so on. But in the last one I noticed that it looked as if I'd recorded it in a foreign language and then dubbed it in English, because I had managed to get the synchronization just a fraction out. Now when I record these, I use a Tascam DR-10L, I think is the model, pocket recorder, because I often sit some distance from the camera. The camera today is about 2 meters away from me, and in a bus that can actually cause a fair degree of echo. So I use the pocket recorder so that we can get a better quality audio for you. The second apology is that unfortunately that seemed to only come out of the left channel. I edit in DaVinci Resolve on a laptop, and it's not immediately evident that it's only coming out of the left channel. When I watch it on the TV after I've uploaded it, it's still not all that evident, but someone commented about it, and when I went back and listened to it with the headphones on, it's pretty clear that it's only coming out of the left side. So I found a fix for that, and I'm hoping that from here on in that won't happen. Now back to batteries. You'll recall a couple of days ago that I checked these batteries, and this one here, battery number 1, was 12.34 volts. Let's see what we got now. 12.86. Battery 2 was 12.37, and we've now got 13.14. Now the reason for that discrepancy there, 13.14, is that I've only just taken it off the charger, and that'll probably settle back to that 12.8 as well. So we'll just retighten this, and then she'll be good to go. So if we check them now, they've been connected back together again, you'll see that they are 25.3 26 volts. So it's a 24 volt system. Today's the day. I'm just waiting outside the Transport Department office. It's 8:30 on Tuesday morning, the 11th, and I'm about to do my driving instruction for the heavy rigid license. That involves driving around with an instructor for a couple of hours, and then later on actually taking the test, which is at 1 o'clock this afternoon. So I'll keep you posted. It's what is the time? 2:32, and I'm now officially a heavy rigid driver and can drive